Wow, Republican-led states passed this test with flying colors. If you followed COVID regulations closely by watching CNN, you might think New York or California handled the pandemic the best. But it seems that the facts just don't agree with that liberal narrative. A new study from the Committee to Unleash Prosperity was recently released, detailing how each state handled the COVID-19 pandemic and grading their individual responses to the federal-level lockdowns and restrictions. You won't be surprised to hear Republican-run states fared much better than their Democrat counterparts. In fact, 13 of the top 15 states in the study are governed by Republicans, when broken down into segments including economic performance, education, and mortality rates. The worst performers were all led by liberals. California, New York, New Jersey, and Chicago received failing grades. According to the report, these places had high age-adjusted death rates. They had high unemployment and significant GDP losses. And they kept their schools shut down much longer than almost all other states. This must be a shock to the mainstream media, who made Andrew Cuomo of New York and Gavin Newsom of California their own personal heroes of the pandemic. For months, it was nonstop coverage on hero Andrew Cuomo and his excessively forceful COVID policies that were keeping New Yorkers safe. Of course, he was forced to step down amid major personal scandal and the accusation that his policies led to the deaths of thousands of elderly New Yorkers. They also looked the other way when Governor Newsom, who is still running a total tyrant state to this day, was frequently caught dining without a mask and ignored a very heated recall election that he barely survived. They chose to demonize conservative governors instead, mainly Ron DeSantis of Florida, who was heavily criticized for opening up his state and schools long before others. A key finding suggests that response is exactly why Governor DeSantis' state of Florida ranks as a top performer on many levels. They stated that the study verifies other studies which have found that locking down businesses, stores, churches, schools, and restaurants had almost no impact on health outcomes across states. States with strict lockdowns had virtually no better performance in COVID death rates than states that remained mostly open for business. The best grades overall went to Utah, Nebraska, Vermont, Montana, South Dakota, and Florida, who all took a rational, anti-lockdown approach in governing in the pandemic. This is a philosophy even Dr. Fauci seems open to lately. When asked if the lockdowns were worth it, he told BBC, "I don't think we're ever going to be able to determine what the right balance is. Maybe studies like this one may help sway his opinion."